You are now tuned into the LKT Thriving podcast. We're creating a space for growth, prosperity, and wholeness through a multidimensional approach is our thing. So stay locked in. I have a lot in store for you. What's up, LKT family? All right, guys, I'm excited. This episode will kick off my financial wellness series. I definitely want to crack off with the financial wellness series because I feel like this is something that can be beneficial to all of us, no matter where you are right now financially, whether you're an essential worker like myself, or you're someone working from home, or you may be out of work right now. I feel like no matter what happens in life, you have to have some sort of plan. And I felt like this was so fitting for this time to be released because this is something that we can all benefit from. We can all learn a little something from financial management. So I want to go ahead and open some dialogue about a subject that's interesting to me, and that's financial literacy and management. Although I have no formal background in finance or investing, I have been blessed to be coached, taught, or even shared coffee with someone who had a pretty good understanding and knowledge of how to manage your money and build wealth. In this moment of discovery, I thought to myself, why isn't this information common knowledge? And that's what birthed this concept. Where do we learn the basic concepts of financial freedom? These were questions that I'm asking myself. Why does it seem so taboo, particularly in the African American community? And I can speak to that because I am a Black woman. But why is it so taboo for us to talk about where we are financially and learn better ways to manage our money? What are some successful and time tried and true proven principles and concepts that we can use to build our wealth? I'm no finance guru, but I can connect you guys with some answers to those questions that you have, just like I do. I still have, and I did have. But like with anything, it's a journey and we're all learning together. But I definitely want to create dialogue with my audience so we can share our real life experiences, lessons that we learned from, and definitely how we want to grow from these experiences and move forward. I created this podcast so we can create a community that encouraged and uplifted others. So collectively, I want us to bring our minds together and create a safe space to correct some of those negative habits we may have and redefine the future that we have for ourselves moving forward, especially in trying times like this, because maybe the plan you had initially for 2020, there may need to be some readjustments now. So we all deserve, some sort of peace of mind dealing with our financial wellness. So I feel like, along with my podcast about wellness, we should also have some sort of financial freedom. So I want to call this series, the Financial Wellness Series. Okay, so whenever you see that tag, just know we're about to talk about the coins and how to collect the bag. Okay, so low-key thriving, it's about healing the whole person. So I feel like when your finances are together, you're together, you have some sort of peace of mind. You can focus on many other things. So I definitely wanted to tackle a subject like that. This series is for those who either cannot find the resources, have a difficult time finding these resources, or they may feel a little uncomfortable talking with some of their friends and loved ones about their financial needs. And I definitely want to be the conduit by which you receive this information so you can be well in whatever capacity that it is that you need to find your financial peace and freedom, okay? Hey y'all, what's up? Liking what you're hearing so far on the LKT podcast? Be sure to follow us on social media at LKT Podcast, or you can check out my website at www.lktpodcast.com. Be sure to leave a comment or sign up in the email subscription box, or you can also send me any of your ideas on topics you want to hear in the future. I have a lot in store for you, a lot of things that you want to hear. So I don't mind mixing in some good ideas on juicy topics in between there. So be sure to check it out. I just want y'all to be great. I got you. All right. This episode, like I said, will open a series of content where I will show you guys about financial wealth and how to make your wealth grow. I will cover 5 principles that will either help you guys start, continue, or advance or build upon your current knowledge regarding your financial freedom. So without further ado, let's start with the basics. Financial literacy. What is that, Lo? Financial literacy is simply the life skill, okay? Life skill of managing your money using fundamental, tried and true, proven principles, techniques, okay? You track your spending, your budgeting, and you're investing your money, okay? This episode, I want to unpack these 3 main things, but I definitely want to dig a little deeper on some principles that I gathered collectively from some of the world's best financial advisors and share my findings with you guys, okay? So the 5 principles: budgeting and tracking your spending, number 1; paying off your debt, number 2; methods to save more money, number 3; investing, number 4; and 5, planning your retirement, because to be honest, us millennials, we probably won't have the same pension plans that our parents have, and definitely not have Social Security. So we definitely need to start thinking about our future in that aspect. So, and so on. This series, we will unpack those 5 principles and basically discover better ways to manage that and move forward. So before we get into the black and white of it, I want us to talk about our mindset around money, our relationship with money. Is it healthy or is it unhealthy? Did we learn good spending habits from our parents as children? Did we learn that? Did we have a conversation about finances? These are just things that I don't feel like are spoken about often, and it's not happening enough at our dinner tables and at our family reunions. You know, we aren't swapping stock options and things like that. That's really, helping people win out here. And it happens. It really does happen. It just never happened in my family reunion. So if y'all family out there doing that, big ups to y'all, because y'all are with it. But like I said, really just take a moment to self-reflect and kind of, just really look at yourself. How healthy is your money mindset? Are you going in the direction you want to go to win? Are you taking the proper steps to reach that financial goal of buying that car or paying off that credit card or getting that down payment for a house? Are you disciplined enough? Are you actively working towards completing that goal? So me, on the other hand, sometimes I'm good. I'm really good with my budget. I'm really good with saving money, and I pride myself on that. But sometimes I slip up and I get off budget and I splurge on myself. And I'm pretty sure somewhere in there somebody else has done the same. So I wear my red scarlet letter proudly. Sis like to online shop, Amazon. Okay, my Amazon people out there, please raise your virtual hand. Yes, we will do better, especially in this series. We will learn better ways to save and spend our money. Hey y'all, what's up? Liking what you're hearing so far on the LKT podcast? Be sure to follow us on social media at LKT Podcast, or You can check out my website at www.lktpodcast.com. Be sure to leave a comment or sign up in the email subscription box, or you can also send me any of your ideas on topics you want to hear in the future. I have a lot in store for you, a lot of things that you want to hear. So don't mind mixing in some good ideas on juicy topics in between there. So be sure to check it out. So, yes, like I said, here we will learn a lot, and I know some stuff, but I feel like there's so much more for me to learn, and I definitely want to share it with you guys. So personally, I'll start off with saying, like, if you're a reader and you like to just have something that you can go back and reference, check out Dave Ramsey. I personally like him and a lot of his practices and principles that he have around financial freedom. He's someone that I admire, and tidbit of information, we share the same birthday, so okay, might have a little inclination to be, a fan. But his plans are simple, but they're so difficult for people to do, and I'm so intrigued by that. I find that very intriguing. A friend of mine suggested his book to me a couple of years ago, and I read it, and I've even let another friend borrow my book, The Money Makeover. And I just feel like since I read that book opened my mind to so many other things and ways to build wealth for myself and my family. So if I would have to say anything, I would have to say, thank you, Mr. Ramsey, for planting that seed, because it built the framework of my understanding of my personal finances. And there's several books that he's written out there, but the one that really resonated with me was called The Total Money Makeover. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can find it because it's the #1 New York bestseller. Amazon it up. So yeah, it made me look at money differently, and it benefited me the most out of a lot of books I've read about finances, and and that's something I do often. So I said all that to say, that material filled in the gaps that my parents either didn't know or didn't tell me, because they figured, oh well, you learn on your own, i.e. the hard way through life, you know what I mean? So in the gaps in the knowledge that I didn't have, he filled those in for me, and there are many other books that can do that for others as well. So I have so much in store for you. Definitely make sure you check in for the next episode. I'm going to bring a guest in, and we're going to talk about our personal experiences with finances and the challenges and the hurdles that we've overcome, getting to the point where we are now, where we're a little bit more financially conscious about what we're doing with our money and being good stewards of that. But before I go, I definitely want you guys to do a little homework, okay? You think you're getting off? No, okay? Really quick, okay? Here's your homework. Before the next episode, I want you guys to jot down all the pitfalls and challenges and the things the debts that you had to overcome over your adult life. Just sit down and reflect on all the things that you're working through right now in this moment, or you've had to work through, and the lessons that you learned from that. Okay, something simple. Just reflect and just think about your own financial goals and challenges and things that you want. Be sure to check me out on Instagram or Facebook at LKT Podcast. Leave me a comment on IG and tell me what you think about this episode. Or you can shoot over to www.lktpodcast.com to get any recent updates and IG posts, okay? All right. As always, don't forget to give thanks, spread love, and keep it cute. Thank you for listening to the Low Key Thriving Podcast. Be sure to check back for more episodes on things you love. Also, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at LKT Podcast. Again, that's LKT Podcast. All right, see you later.